Hey, Gateway section, thanks for jumping on once again this week for the Great Way. We're coming at you from Outgoing Golf Club. It's been a busy week this week, Thanksgiving week.
I think seeing him come out of his shell as an assistant, making announcements at tournaments, and then the process to become a head professional, like seeing him like come even more out of his shell and really into the person that he was created to be has been so wonderful. And then for him to have this position as, you know, secretary and vice president and president of the the Gateway PGA has just been like, I don't know, I think that's something that's developed over the years, and I think he's become a great communicator and an advocate for the things that he loves in the section.
Just his videos, his weekly videos, when he said he was going to do that, I thought there is no way on earth anybody can do that. You know what? And for the reason I got involved in the PGA is I felt like people weren't informed. I didn't know what I wanted to know, so then I got involved and I learned what I wanted to know. He gave it to everybody every week.
Let me give you a little impersonation of Brett. When I first probably handed the reins and say, hey, we have some small men's event up in the men's grill. I think it was our Final Four event. And I said, you're gonna do the awards. You're gonna announce the winners. And he's like, okay. So he gets a sheet of paper and he's like, all right. And he keeps his hands running behind. He's like, he couldn't be more uncomfortable. He's like, yeah, third place is Bill Cady. Second place is, I know I'm like, he is this miserable up there, right? And I'm like, hey, that's how it starts. You got to take that first step and you got to be like, okay, this is uncomfortable as hell, but I'm going to do it. And now look at him. Like I said, now he owns the camera. He owns the social media airwaves of our section. Our first goal should be to prepare our people to go on to do bigger and better things. And Brett's a perfect example of that. Far exceeded, he's way better than I am at all that stuff. So.
Just seeing him kind of take what was given to him and want to do that. So he has, you know, mentors and then peers and then pouring into others. I think that's the parts of his time in the Gateway that I just see as such blessings.
You know, Brett and I have had a lot of fun times, a lot of serious times too. We've gone through a lot together, so and I wouldn't change any of it really. But you know, he's a great friend. He'll always be a friend, and as long as he keeps moving up in the world, hopefully I can just keep hanging around him.
I see Brett like having those strong mentors pouring into his life, and then his time at Old Hickory and getting more involved in the Gateway, forming more relationships with people like Mike Surrey and Marvin, and having those peers around you that you have people pouring into you, and then you're doing this different style of life and lots of hard work, lots of hours, people around you that get that too.
To win Player of the Year, for me personally, winning Professional of the Year is obviously an honor because it's everybody is voting, or they're choosing you and saying that you've done something great. But when you are the one that it's just you out on the driving range and putting and telling your family, hey, I'm not coming home tonight because I'm going to go practice golf. You're the one sacrificing. So to win something like that, that's individual, that is 100% you're doing. To me, it was winning that is again a highlight of my golfing career. But to do it while being president is remarkable.
Just I love him so much. He knows that. It's pretty obvious. I'm very thankful for the job that he's done and all of the people around him, like Sue Rector, Allie Wells, Nathan, and Josh Riley, and Mike Surrey, and just so many people to name that. Just really thankful for all of them. I know he's gonna be kind of ready to, you know, have a little extra time, but kind of grieved at the same time because it is a big part of his life and he loves doing it, and I'm proud of him and I love him, and I'm excited to see, you know, what things he does next. So
he's very well dressed. He always has, he always looks, got new clothes on all the time. He's a great friend. He's a great PGA pro. He's a great father there are a lot of females in that house, and he goes home and he is a great girl dad. You know, when it comes down to it, 50 years from now, it would be nice if people remember that you were a good PGA pro, but I think it's more important that you were a good father or a mentor, and Brett has all those qualities. So,
well, Bretsky, you made it to the end of your term. No coups, no assassination attempts, so I think means you did a pretty good job of leading our section through the last few years, and you've done some amazing things for the section, and the section has benefited from your leadership, and I cannot be more proud of you. Like I said, you've been like a little brother. Way too good a golfer for me, though. Kind of aggravated me when you started beating me in all those match plays, but you know how I feel about you, and know that you've got so many friends here in the section that appreciate what you've done leading us the last few years. So cheers to you, my friend.
Brett, we wanted to take the moment to thank you from sunny Quincy, Illinois, where it's 26 degrees and we're freezing outside. That's why we're wearing the winter gear. But thank you very much for everything you do for the Great Way. We totally appreciate it. Thank you for being a mentor. So, birdie shots to you, buddy.
you know, I always say this, you're like a brother from another mother, and I'm proud of you. I will say that being a past president was actually harder than being president, so good luck with the next few years. But thanks for everything. You always know that you can call me if you need me, and I know it's the same on my end. So appreciate everything you've done. Lori and the kids, you know, you guys can ride off in the sunset. Thanks again.
Well, like Mike said, I think Hero Work's just getting started, so I'm going to be leaning on you a lot over the next couple of years. But I definitely appreciate everything you've done, not only for me, but for our section. And, you know, the past 4 years working together has been awesome, and kind of working underneath you. I've learned a lot as well, so I will be leaning on you for the next couple of years. So thank you, and